Acts of violence. The Acts of the Apostles were acts of violence, and violence is there everywhere you look. Some people like violence, I don't. And it has come to this. I do not want to be a part of this any more. Even you, Lord Ramper, have suffered violence and seen it meted out. I doubt it is right. You are bound to tell me we all make the grade through trial and error, but is that a spelling mistake? It has nothing to do with perfection or getting an erection, just more violence by another name. If the Lord of Lords comes down and tells me that is how it is, then I cannot accept that either. The Old Testament is filled with violence. It broke the silence of the deep. The trumpet sound woke me from my sleep. The world was formed, creatures creep. They say your Son came to repair it all, but I heard his bones crack as he took the fall. The crucifixion was just another act of violence, that's all. Religion and church has built the walls and put the bars upon the prison windows. You closed the door and threw the key away. St. Paul said, the dungeon shook and the chains fell off. Excuse me while I sit down and laugh. The bread is stale and the cup is cracked. What are all those marks upon your back? There was no one in here at all. I heard the whip crack as the lash did fall. Communism substituted one prison for another, and now it has gone. People seek to put their religious chains back on, and that is another act of violence, my son. Socrates drank the hemlock to get back home. The poison sank through his bones and turned him to stone. He may have gazed on beauty, but it could only have been a violent scene. Camus asks us to rebel against the absurdity of it all. Forget the religious quest, just save your soul. If you do not murder anyone, there can be no violence at all. Pride, arrogance, stupidity, disrespect, contempt, hatred, are they just primroses growing out of the wall? Save your soul, man, save your soul. So I sit and contemplate all of these things, all of these inescapable things, and I ask what it is I am supposed to do. How can I come home to you when violence is all there is to offer you? Fight and fight again. Conflict equals wisdom. I don't think so at all. Save your soul, man, save your soul. People say, look around you, the sun is shining. There are people who are happy everywhere, but I don't think so. T.S. Eliot wrote of a wasteland. People take it and interpret it with glee, that Western civilization will fall, and I suppose he wrote that while sat in Lyon's Corner House drinking tea. Save your soul, man, save your soul. How can I come home when there's nothing there for me? People tell me we are here in exile, but if that is so, do you know what that means? Wherever we came from to get here, we must have done something wrong. An act of violence must have taken place. There must have been a silence on the deep. Save your soul, man, save your soul. They tried to herd us together in communities, because togetherness will set us free. But do we live like we should, or do we live like we ought? Either way, we have to be made to do it. And if you stand there in silence, you ask for violence to be administered, because if you don't know what I mean, at least I can make you scream, and if I deal out pain, at least you have something to react to. Is that why you love me? Save your soul, man, save your soul, or at least have a cup of tea. It will revive you, and how can I beat you if you fall down dead on me? Mother Earth sits at her table, writing a letter to her husband, the one who fathered all her children. He has been a soldier for so long. He has been at battle since the beginning of time. So has he killed everyone? Yet. But now he has built a bomb that can kill everyone. Man. But all he does is kill his own children. That's you and me, brother, you and me. Save your soul, man, save your soul, because soon there will be nothing at all, man, except a silence upon the deep. Sleep on, man, sleep on. Why do fathers seek to kill their children? Is that not what makes them men? Do it again, man, do it again. Like an arrow that pierces through to the quick. You are sick, man, you are sick. Go see a doctor, man, go see one quick. He will tell you why you do it, man. He will give you a prescription, man, and send you the bill. And as you get up from the chair, you will say, are you sure, doctor, that there is no cure, man? Are you sure? Or is it just easier to abuse your children forevermore? So here we are at trepidation's door. Now we have the results of the war. Millions of starving children asking for love. Will the doors of heaven open just to consume them? No more war, man, no more war. Businessmen walk down marble halls. You can hear the echoes roar as they make their big money deals. None of it is real, man, none of it is real. Mars, the god of war. So here I am at last. So this is what wisdom is. An act of violence, the taste of Judas's kiss. Mother Earth, I stand before you. I place my great sword upon the table. On top of it I place my suit of armour. On top of that my chain mail. I take off the shroud of white with the blood-red cross. I defended it all like a true aristocrat. I am guilty like everyone, but I surrender my soul to you, for I have no use for it any more. No more war, man, no more war. I step to the window and lean up against the wall. I look out the window and see nothing at all. I have stood in the room. I have walked out across the green. Everywhere I went, there was a violent scene. But if anything does it all mean? What if anything does it all mean? I am empty now. I swallowed the bitter pill that sent me out of my mind. My body and soul separated. The poison ran through my veins and filled me with rage, but at each act of violence the poison was drained. It was the doctor and his prescription and his pill, and he made me an appointment to go see him again. Torn pieces of paper on the kitchen floor. I don't need your pills anymore. Now I am ready to die. Now I am ready to leave the valley of the shadow of death. I have no reason to grieve. Mountains and valleys I have had enough of. I am ready to be filled with love. Open the trap door. I do not need it anymore. I'll just go floating through, for I do not recognize you anymore. I will take up my rightful place and bring peace to all of you. I cannot deny myself any longer. It might be another illusion, but if you don't interfere with mine, then you have opened the door. Then there will be no more violence. Then there will be no more war. Just peace, perfect peace, and a beautiful silence upon the deep.